welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. I hope everybody's keeping well since the last video, and I hope you're all looking forward to this one. Okay, so some while ago my youngest son came to me with a model, and he said, this is my friend's dad's model, one of the ones he had when he was a kid, and he said, would you mind restoring it for him? So I said, okay, fair enough, I'll have a go at it as long as I can make a video when I do it. So that was okay. So basically that's what this video is about. It's about this model that I've restored for him, and the model in question, it's a Matchbox king size, and it's the HOVERINGHAM TIPPER, FODEN TIPPER. I've done a couple before, but I don't think I did well, it was before I was making my videos. I did them a bit different, but yeah, so this one I've put back as original as I can get it, and I hope you enjoy watching the video, and I hope that my son's friend's dad likes the outcome as well. Okay then, so without any more hold-ups, as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay then, let's take a closer look at this one. So it's the old Matchbox HOVERINGHAM TIPPER, Matchbox series king size. I can't read what the number was. Okay, so it's not in bad nick, this one. All the bits are there apart from 3 tyres. The usual, they're loose Matchbox ones. The rams work, tailboards there, the chassis in good nick, the axles are pretty straight. The only thing is the 2 plastic suspension pieces are broken, so we'll have to make some new ones for that. All the tyres are dropping off. The actual wheels have gone all pink, faded like they usually do, so we might have to paint those. The horns are on the top, the klaxons. The window unit's a bit scratched, but other than that, you know, it just needs a good clean and a polish. We'll use the old nail buffers on it. It should come up well. Yeah, it's pretty good model. So we're going to get the tools and see if we can undo it. There's a pin there we got to undo to take the back off. We'll have to file that. There's this pin that holds the rams, that'll have to come off, and we've got a rivet there, the front, to drill that base off. Okay then, we'll get the tools out and then we'll get this dismantled. Right, okay then, let's let's undo this. Right, those 3 tyres fell off, so I'll get the other 2 off. And I've got some more, I've got some spare ones. Might have to put a little spot of glue to hold them on when we're done. So I'll put those in there. Right, what I might do is scan that. Either scan it to get the size. I might scan it once I've dismantled this. We'll see. Right, okay, I've filed around the end of the pin. This one here for the rams, and this one here for the back, so for the tipper part. So let's see if I can get that out. Oh, that's enough then. That's enough. Okay. Right, this. Oh, come on. Oh, here she comes. That's got a bend in it, that one. Right, I've got that out. Sorry I was interrupted by my missus then. Okay, so I need to get these rams off. I've just filed the pin a little bit on the end, so it should come out okay. Oop. That's that one, because obviously I don't want to get these rams painted because they are actually in really good condition. So what I'll do, I'll put the pin back in those so I don't mix it up. Right, put that in the pot. Okay, so this is pretty much ready for the caustic. That's been bent slightly, that mud guard, look, so I'm going to have to straighten that. I might have to heat that up because I don't want to break it off, and that's what will happen. Right, I've got to get this tailboard off. Now what I used last time, I had some, I haven't got them in here anymore. I had some circlip pliers. Taken them from my old car in the garage. Haven't got any more. Haven't got any others. Wonder if I can do this backwards. Not very easily. That'll do. I won't have to put them on like that though. That's for sure. Right, okay, so apart from straightening that mud guard, that's ready for the caustic, that piece. Okay, let's put these axle pin, well not axles, but pins in there, in the pot so I don't lose them. Right, so we're going to have to do these wheels right. That one's got a crack in it. This one, I don't know if you can see. It's not focusing very well, but it has got a crack in it. So I might have to replace that one. It's not cracked all the way through, I don't think. Right. I'll get this first one off. Make sure you got the smooth bit of the file against the wheels. I'm not too worried actually about that wheel because, like I say, it's going to need replacing, so I think the others I'll put the piece of plastic over just to be sure. Oof, not enough yet. There, that's okay. So that one's off. Now, if we get this off, there's this little plastic suspension piece, and you can see that's snapped off. One side snapped off it. Now, I could glue a piece of plastic onto this piece here, which is what I might do. That might be the easiest way. I might leave this piece on as well, and because that'll strengthen it a little bit. I'll glue onto this piece as well as this piece. So that fits, like I say, in that little square. There's all different ways you can do this. You know, you can use some like plastic and bend like a V shape to fit in there. I think Paul Restorer's done that. That is quite weak, that one now. I think it's snapped actually. Yeah, they're so brittle. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll put that in there. These wheels, I'll put them in there as well, and the axles. Okay, I'll do the rest of the wheels, the axles off camera, otherwise you're going to be fed up. It's going to make the video too long. So when I've got all the axles off, I'll come back and we'll drill that and get the base plate off and get the interior out. Okay. Right, okay, we've got all the axles off. One little piece of plastic. So take this piece of suspension out as well. It's pretty knackered as well. Look, it's snapped as well. Yeah, so we're going to have to do something about that. Like I say, we'll probably just glue a piece over the top of plastic. Like, same sort of stuff as what I've done. Maybe something like this. Maybe a bit stiffer one. That'll do the trick. I think what I used last time was a piece of one of these pots. I did one on the car carrier, the guy, because it's curved, and I cut a piece out of one of these and that worked perfect for the suspension. Right, need my drill. I'm going to drill that out. Still need to sharpen my drills, I still haven't done it. Right, start off with this one. Might almost be enough. Might be enough. I don't want to go into the base plate with the drill bit. As this model's not for me, you've got to be a little bit probably more careful. not quite enough. Gone a little bit sideways. There, that's him. That's fine. So that's ready for the caustic. Now, we haven't got a great depth of rivet post on that. So I'm going to grind that flat because you can't really get the file in. Okay, so what I've got to do is drill these horns, the rivet or the part that's riveted those horns on is what holds the window unit in. So I might need a very slightly bigger drill bit. Is that bigger? I think that might be bigger. Is that moving? It's moving, but I don't know if I've got enough of. Yeah, got enough of. So that's okay, that'll glue back. So I'll just give that a good polish up with a wire brush and I might paint it, I'm not sure. The actual rivet part of it's still shiny, look. Right, so let's hope this window unit comes out. There, that's it. And that's quite a nice window unit. It's a lot better than the two I did a while ago. Before I started filming doing my videos properly, when I did the two of these. Okay, look how that paint has faded. Right, so I'm going to do this. I'll put the little grindstone on my drill, put this on and try and grind this rivet a bit. Rivet post. And be careful. Not the easiest of things to do, it takes a little while. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to grind that down level and then I'll drill that rivet post out gently, and then that'll be all ready for the caustic. Okay, so basically next time you see it, it'll be out the caustic and polished up, ready to paint the primer on. Okay, so I'll see you then. A little while for me and a few seconds for you. Right, that's all cleaned up, ready. The paint came off very well in the caustic soda, so that's all wire brushed, all ready for primering. And I've cleaned it all, methylated spirits as well, so we're all ready to go. I'm going to go out and do that now and I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, okay, I've done the primer on that, so that's all ready to be painted with a colour coat. I've already given the base one coat of black. It's gone a bit dull, even though it's nice weather. So I'll have to give it some more. It'll be alright when it's lacquered anyway. Shine will come back. Right, so for the body, it's going to be this Holtz Auto Spray. That's the code. HD orange, OR stand for orange, 01. And then for the cab and the chassis, it's HRE 01. So the H, red, 01. So those are the colours I'm going to use. So I'm going to go outside and do that now. And I'll catch you when that's done. Right, I've got the wheels, I've put them on these sticks, and I'm going to go out and spray them red, because they're well faded. I thought I had some more of these wheels, but turns out they're very similar, but slightly different size, slightly bigger. So I've got to make do with those. I found some more tyres I had. They're going under the paper now. So. But yeah, I've got enough tyres. Just lift that up a little bit. To go on, so there's 8 tyres. I've got to give them a good wash. And then the suspension, this is what I'm going to do. I've cut some pieces. I don't know if you can see them, they're not easy to see. So basically it's one of these pots. I've cut the edge off because they're rounded. And I've cut them to 2 centimetre lengths. I've done 2 there. And then the little squares that I took out of the chassis of the lorry that did have the suspension on, but it's broken off. I'm going to glue these pieces onto that with super glue. I've done it before and it seems to work not too bad. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to sort of like glue them like that, and then that will work as the suspension. Right, so we're all ready almost for assembly. Got a nice shine on it. I do have to do the wheels, put the tyres on, put the wheels on the axle and then put the tyres on. I've cleaned all the axles up, they're in there. Yep, so we got our decals on, a little bit on the small, well I made them smaller, I made a bigger set and a smaller set, but these are very slightly smaller than what was on it originally, but nothing that different, so they will be okay. What have I got? Yeah, I've dipped the screen, so that's clean. And these tyres I've done, I did them in, I just soaked them in this stuff, the vinyl trim and dashboard cleaner, and I tell you what, they come up nice. I just soaked them in and then I tipped them in, well, took them out of the tweezers and put them in there on the kitchen paper, and then I just dabbed them with a bit of, another bit of paper, and they come up like that, quite nice. Okay, so what we're going to do first, I think, is to put the wheels, which I've got here. I have to get them off the skewers. They're painted and lacquered. Okay, so that's all the wheels. Now I've just pushed these wheels onto the axle, and I've got to pin that over, so I'm going to pin that over now down on the floor like I normally do with my little hammer and my piece of kitchen roll to stop the other wheel getting damaged. So I'm going to do that down there and I'll come back to you when it's done. You've seen me do it before. It's awkward for me to start moving the camera, so I don't Oh well, you might be able to see me down there in my smarty slippers. Right, let's have a go. Oopsie. These silly glasses on. So just tap it round. Get that old pin out of my way. There. This is one of my least favourite jobs to do on these models, is pinning these over. One false move, you can bugger it up in no time. Oh well, that's on okay. So that's that one. So what I'll do is I'll do the others off camera, and then I'll come back to you. Right, well my little escapade, or my little idea about the suspension hasn't worked, because this plastic I've glued on to what was left of the original suspension, look, it just doesn't stick. It's that kind of plastic that won't stick. So I had to do away with that idea. Now I had this left over from when I tried to 3D print some, don't know what it was, I can't remember now, but anyway I 3D printed something, and it was very thin, so I thought, well, I'll cut a few strips of that. So I've done that, and you can see it in there. I've bent it and put it in, so the actual suspension, see, it's working okay. Now I've got to do the same. I've put one in the front. Now I've just glued it in there, and then I'm going to bend it over like that and like that. I've got to be careful, I don't want to snap it off, so don't want to bend it too much. There's a bit of paint, that's where I had my clamp, so I've got to touch that up. So yeah, I've done that. So what I'll do, I'll put this wheel on the axle. Oh, that's tight. Yeah, and I'll put the other one on instead, actually. Might be looser. Probably not. Yeah, it is a little bit better to put the tight one on the end. That's got to be pinned over. Right, so I'm going to put that through there, over the top of that suspension to there, push that down and push it through, and then I'm going to push this wheel on. Oop, daisy, I'll put it that way because I don't want to mess up my thumb. Oop, cool, that was a close one. Okay, so that's on, so I'll have to just pin that over, but see, you can see the suspension working. It's good. It's quite stiff, so that's good. So I'm going to pin that over, and then I'll come back to you after I've done that. I've done all these, so that's on ready. Okay, right, I've got the horns here, they're all polished up, and I've got the screen. Now it's slightly discoloured where the actual windows are. It's hard to see, but you can just see. It's cleaned up quite well apart from that. So what we're going to do, we'll put I think I'll push the horns through the roof first. Now let me just check that they pass through the window unit, which they do. So I'm going to push those through the roof first, if I can get it in there. Oh. I'm a bit shaky, I've been work all day since early this morning doing clearing the green sea lettuce. Okay, so I've got that in. Now what I'm going to do, blow that out, I'm going to put that in and I will use some 5-second fix. Right, okay, here we go. I'm going to put some in there. There. Oh, I'm getting all tangled up with the paper here. And then I'll use the ultraviolet torch. Yeah. Hopefully that's going to hold the horns in place. Okay, I'll come back to you when the glue's gone off. It shouldn't be long. Right, that seems to be okay, but using the 5-second fix is fine. Now, I've never had this before, but the windscreen has gone a little bit cloudy inside. Now, whether that's 5-second fix or what, I don't know. When you look from the inside outwards, it looks clear. When you look from the outside in, it doesn't. It looks slightly misted. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. Don't know why it's done that. I've never had 5-second fix do that before. So I don't know whether it's the pledge reviver I used or what, I'm not too sure. Anyway, too late now. It's still not too bad, unless that's due to, you know, I said to you about the discoloration where the actual windows are, the bit that's not sort of covered in metal. It was different. It was like a slightly different colour, like as if the light had faded it, done something to it, so it could well be that. Anyway, right, so that's okay. We'll put this base on. So what I might do here is put a little bit of glue on each of those 3 parts around that hole, and then excuse me, just to be a bit of extra security, because you can see the rivet is very, very small on that one. So come on, I want a cocktail stick. I'm trying to get it out of this dispenser. Ah, got one. Okay, here we go. And let's hope this is not too close to that glass that it's going to, you know, affect that. I'm not worried it's gone down there a little bit. I'm not worried about that at all, because that's going to be covered. So we'll put a bit in the hole. Okay. Right. Oh, cool. No, there it is. Wasn't sure what I'd done with the top of the glue. I'm going to be careful here, because I think I've got glue on my fingers. Which is not a very good thing. No, it seems to be old glue. Let's try. Okay, so let's get this in. So tongue part here into the groove in there. I don't know if you can see it. That groove, just there. Make sure it's the right way round. Can't see what the heck I'm doing. You'd think it'd be easy, eh? Come on, that's it. Right, let's get the rivet in before the glue dries. There. She's in. Okay, we'll leave that dry for a little bit, and then we'll get about putting the tipping gear and the body back on. Okay, so I think I'll put that aside a bit whilst it's drying, and then we'll get these rams back on. Now, do you know, I can't remember how they went. Okay, I've got one I did earlier here, well, a long time ago I did this one, which is handy because I can see what should go where. Okay, so if I could just get the pin out. Which I can't, because I must have put it into or not ground much off. Okay, so which way am I going to put the pin in from? Does it matter? Not really. Maybe put it from this side, so we'll put the ram there. Well, I can't get that in. I can't see to get it lined up, that's the trouble. Okay, I'm too far down. Okay, so I've got that one through there. So I need to put this one on. So that lined up. That's it. Through there now. I think what I'll do is put a little dab of super glue on the end of that pin, because I can't pin that over, that's it's too delicate, and if I slip I'll knacker all the paint. So I'll put a little bit on there. Come on. Ooh. Okay, we'll leave that like that. Nearly put too much there really. Hope it doesn't glue the ram to the body. Okie dokie. Right, so we'll leave that dry off now. Yeah, I need to touch that up, that's where I've had my clamp. So I need to put a bit of paint on that. Right, this should be dry now. So we've got two lots of pins left to put in. One being for the body and one being for the rams. Now I don't know whether to put the rams first. No, I think it might be better to put the body first, to be honest. Right. Okay, just put those in a bit. Now I need to have the right pins for the right piece. I'm never ready, see, I'm not ready again. Okay, let's have a look. I think they're the same size, to be honest. Can't remember since the time I took them off. One might be slightly longer. Okay, we'll pass it through maybe from this way. Ooh. Tricky, very tricky. Almost there. I don't want to slip and scratch the paint. Hey. Oh, what can I push it through with? That's it, it's gone. Right, tighty. And that was quite tight, so I don't think it's going to come out. Right, so need to get this last piece. I better pull the camera up a little bit. Alright, so these pins. Easier said than done this. Right, let's see. Let's see. This isn't going to be easy to get that through either. Oh dear. Right, that's through. So the idea is to get the ram in the right place. Right, okay. I got that through now. I've missed it altogether. I've got these glasses on, I can't see with them. These things are easy to undo, but not so good to put back together, eh? Okay. Now I've just got to get it through the last bit. That's it. That's it. So what I might do is put a bit of glue in there, bit of super glue, just to hold that pen, because I don't want to I say I can't pin it over. It's impossible where it is, or virtually impossible, without damaging the paint. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Oh, well, I was going to try and get it on the inside, but I've ended up getting it on the outside as well. So it shouldn't come out then for sure. Okay, so what we've got to do after that is to put the old tailboard on. Well, that's good. Yeah, that works well. Pleased with that. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, so that's in. That's in. Okay, so I'll get the tyres and then we'll put those on. Right, that's it then. I put the tyres on, and the old gem tack I used to glue them on worked really well. As I say, it dries transparent, so you know, I just put a bit around the inside of the tyres before pushing them on, and it's worked really well. Okay then, well that's it. Another one saved from the Matchbox king size scrapyard. And I hope you have enjoyed the video and you like the outcome of this model restoration. And if you have, please join me again for another die-cast restoration in a couple of weeks' time. So until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Abato. Bye bye.